This Road to Glory is about a 5'10" kid named Tuck James. He grew up in northern Alabama with his mom and his dad in a trailer park. He was an only child. But then unfortunately, in his 7th grade summer going into 8th grade, a very devastating event occurred. His mom and his dad went to Vermont for a wedding in a private plane, and that would be the last time that he would see his parents. The plane vanished, it disappeared. They have no idea where his parents went. And unfortunately, because he had no connection with other family, he had to be put up for adoption. He played for his middle school football team. He was the running back for his middle school football team, the Northern Alabama Stars. And on a very lucky day, a few months after the deaths of his mom and dad, he went down to Tallahassee, Florida, and that is where he would meet his future dad. Edgerrin James, the former Colts running back, took Tuck into his own arms, and he was going to teach him more about running back, more about football in general. What Tuck knew previously before that was not much. All he knew was that when he got the ball, he had to run it as far as he could before getting tackled. And so Edgerrin really talked to him about the game of football, talked to him about what it meant to be a great football player, because you know that he did win a Super Bowl ring with the Colts. And that was the goal of Edgerrin, to make Tuck end up going to the NFL and end up winning a Super Bowl ring. Now, like I said, he did play running back for his middle school team in Alabama. And so what Edgerrin saw was really a lot of potential in him. And in Tallahassee, being a pretty big city, you get a lot of exposure. And so he really wanted him to be the starting running back for the Tallahassee Devils. Tallahassee Devils wear red and white. And so that's what he did. He worked with Tuck. Taught him how to be even quicker, especially on his toes, because when you're running back, all you have is just a split second to decide which way to go, and if you're going to spin or juke or do whatever. There's really not much time to judge what you're going to do. And so what he did, instead of telling Tuck to continue his football career, he decided, you know what, I'm going to work with you not only this summer, but for several years. I'm going to work with you in 8th grade, 9th grade, 10th grade, and 11th grade, and then in your senior year in high school, you can put all of what you learned together and start running back for the Tallahassee Devils. And so that is exactly what happened. Edgerrin worked with Tuck for 4 years, got him developing, knowing a lot more about the sport, and then he was promised in his senior year in high school that he could start for running back for the Tallahassee Devils. And so, as you probably know, he is a very small kid, 5'10", 170. He reminds me a lot of LaMichael James, the former Oregon running back. Maybe that's where Tuck will go. We don't even know yet. There are a lot of scouts watching this kid. Not even college scouts, but also NFL scouts. Scouts from the Jets, scouts from the Patriots, from the Bengals, the Texans, and also the Browns. They're all looking at Tuck because of basically just because of his physique. Very small kid. Looks like he can get through some small holes in the defense and exploit a lot of problems in the defense and hopefully be able to carry the ball for a lot of yards each game. So really, Tuck has not played the sport of football competitively since 7th grade, and so he has a lot of work to do. But let's see what he can do on the football field. Here comes Tuck James' first game. But actually, before we even get into that, he needs to pick some colleges that he wants to go to, because, you know, he's a big prospect. There's a lot of scouts looking at him, so he needs to decide where he wants to go play football. And definitely his first choice, you know, it has to be the big name college. He's been highly considering USC. Playing with Matt Barkley, that would be a lot of fun. And then beyond that, the Florida Gators. He loves that chomp. And then for his third team, he likes the blue stadium, Boise State. And I'm going to start off with varsity, because he's on the varsity team. And so let's get into week 1. Many players, many fans are out here tonight to see Tuck James. You saw that guy wearing the number 4 jersey, and there he is with his team, the Tallahassee Devils, repping the red and white, the very attractive cheerleader. Hopefully Tuck James can date her one day. And so there they are going out on the football field, breaking through that paper. You know it is time. Tuck James. So let's see what he can actually do on the football field. Getting into his first run, he is going to receive the ball on the kickoff. And let's see what he can do. He gets past the 30 and runs out of bounds. And so let's see what Tuck James can do with his first run of the season. The very first play call is Power O for Tuck James. And so let's see what he can do with it. The quarterback gets ready. He snaps it, and Tuck James gets the ball. And he's going to carry it, break a tackle, and get a gain of 3 yards. And then after that, breaking a tackle, breaking another tackle, and he is gone. First down. His first down of his senior year. And then once again, breaking tackles. He is a breaking tackles machine, getting another first. And then that sets it up for his first rushing touchdown of his high school career. The Devils take an early 7-0 lead. Actually, never mind. The game is tied now, thanks to Tuck James, and he's going to break off another huge run right here down the right sideline and out of bounds at about the 26-yard line. Averaging 6.4 yards per rush today. That is pretty good for his first football game in over 4 years. And then getting in there for another score. His second rushing touchdown of the day, and that'll give the Devils a lead. And then on 2nd and 5, breaks a tackle, but you know, he's human. He doesn't get huge gains every single time. And so another Power O for Tuck James. As you can see, the coach has a lot of faith, a lot of trust in Tuck. And he's going to break one down the field, weaves in, weaves out of the defense, and gets another rushing touchdown. His third rushing touchdown of the game. And that'll put them up by 2 touchdowns. And then in the fourth quarter, 5 minutes remaining. That's another big gain for Tuck James, getting 10 yards on that 2nd and 11. And then on 4th and 2, they're going to go for it. And he is going to get another huge gain and another rushing touchdown. The score is now 28-7. And that's pretty much it for today. You saw him break it to the outside on the halfback toss. So anyway, this is kind of a conjoined series. I'm kind of doing this with Gold Sports. I will leave his channel link in the description. Make sure to check him out. I'll explain more about it in the next video. But until then, Modefo16 signing out. Give this video a like, give me a sub, follow me on Twitter at Modefo16. Don't worry, I have not forgotten about baseball. There are definitely baseball vids on the way. So I'll see you next time. Peace.